Breaking right now at 3, the LA County Board of Supervisors just approved a plan to create what they call ICE-free zones. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Annabelle Sedano. It's aimed at preventing federal agents from accessing county properties unless they have a warrant. NBC4's Camilla Rambaldi joins us live from downtown LA with more on what today's vote means and the federal response. Camilla.
Hi, Annabelle. Yeah, that vote came down just in the last 30 minutes. This proposed plan was unanimously approved here this afternoon. And under the county's proposed plan here, this would require a few things, including signage on LA County property. And it would also prevent federal officers from accessing county property when it comes to immigration enforcement operations. County supervisors say this proposed effort will help regulate county spaces. Now, today's discussion is happening after recent immigration enforcement operations in LA, and this ordinance also cited an operation that took place in October of last year at the Dana Friendship and Nature Center at County Park in San Pedro. And under this proposed plan, federal agents would be prevented from using county-owned property as staging areas, processing sites, or operation bases. It would also require physical barriers and signage that states the property is owned and operated by LA County and it can't be used for immigration enforcement. The ICE-free zones would also not restrict or interfere with lawful judicial warrants. Here is more from Supervisor Felice and Supervisor Horvath today.
This ordinance today that we will have before us is to safeguard property for LA County that cannot be used by ICE agents unless there is a federal warrant.
We expect that this ordinance will allow us to provide more enforcement. We hope that it leads to ICE actually following our orders and working with the county to understand that these are places where people come to get services from the government. There are programs that are actually funded by the federal government happening in our county buildings.
The question here is whether any of this could be enforced and if federal agents would comply. We spoke to Loyola Law School professor Jessica Levinson for her take on this plan.
So we see this kind of matchup between states' rights and the rights of the federal government. In this case, I think the legality will turn on the specifics here. When it comes to property that LA County owns, I think they can make a good argument that the federal government cannot force LA County to allow them to use that property, that the federal government, like anybody else, should have to get a license. I think what's important about the proposed ordinance is that there is a carve out when there is a judicial warrant that ICE agents might have.
Now, as far as what happens next, the ordinance will return in 30 days for a vote, and then there will be a second reading. Then NBC4 has reached out to the Department of Homeland Security for comment on this proposed plan. We are still waiting to hear back. We will have much more from this from the supervisors and reaction coming up right here at 5:30. For now, live in downtown LA, Camilla Rambaldi, NBC4 News.